Hello, GBY family and supporters. Alyssa here. I'm outside sharing a practice for all of you runners, hikers, walkers. I really encourage you all to get outside and get some fresh air. I was feeling like a stick in the mud earlier today. This kapha season, right? Excess of water and earth can make us feel a little sluggish, especially if our routine is off. So, I challenge you to get outside and try exploring a new trail. If you would like some suggestions, I have some favorites close by. This trailhead that I'm at right now that I just got done with a run on is Trail of Myths. It's on the Ice Age Trail just north of St. Croix Falls. So we are going to break down the L salutes today for you, so it helps to open the front side of the body, and we're going to do a little extra sequencing for our hips and low back. So I want you to get started on your mat, or if you're outside, right, just grounding down into wherever you have chosen to practice. There is a road nearby, so you might hear some cars driving by. But remember that we are anchoring and centering into our own space, whether that's on your mat, whether that's in your running shoes, grounding down through your feet, through your foundation. As you take a breath in, bring your shoulders up into your ears and then draw them back and down, finding your Tadasana, finding your mountain pose. Palms face forward, pinky edges towards the body. Now as you take a breath in, I want you to reach your hands up towards the sky, and as you exhale, cactus the arms, find a back bend. So push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, open through the collarbones. Take a breath in, reach high, back up, Tadasana. Exhale, bend in your knees, fold forward. So from here, deep forward fold, allow the top of the head to hang towards the ground. Feel the stretch to the back side of the body, generous bend in the knees if you need to here. You can place your hands on your shins, your thighs, your feet, maybe even on your mat. All right, allow the upper body to hang. Fire up your quads, front of the thighs to help release the hamstrings. Take a big breath in and find your halfway lift. So walking the hands up your legs, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the shoulder blades, creating that L shape with the body. And as you exhale, release back into your floor. Two more, just like this. Inhale, halfway lift, strong flat back, back of the head towards the sky, shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, release back into your floor. All right, one more. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Press into something. The thighs, the shins, your toes, the ground. Exhale, bring your hands down. And from here, I want you to step your right foot back. So coming into your low lunge. Your left knee is stacked right over the ankle. Now, if you're outside, you don't have a yoga block, you can always use your water bottle, right? Bring the ground to you. Find a little bit of support here. Make sure your feet are in two separate lanes, and I want you to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs. Now, as you take an exhale, drop your back knee down. Top of the right foot comes down to the ground. Start to shift your hips back and forth, so you're starting to warm up that right hip flexor, right quad. Now, the more you shift weight on top of the knee, the less pressure it's going to be actually on the joint. So you might have to walk those left toes forward just a little bit. Now from here, interlace your hands on top of your left thigh. Now if you're feeling really tight, really stuck, you can always keep your right hand on the ground, or your block, or your water bottle, whatever you have for support. Now as you take a breath in, you're going to move into a back bend. So really squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs, start to bring your gaze up. Now, notice, did you crunch the back of your neck? Find a slight tuck of the chin. Keep lifting and lengthening through the center, through the top of the head. So one breath in. Now as you exhale, find that half split. So start to straighten the left leg, releasing your forehead towards your shin. Feel this stretch through the entire back line of the body. Now from here, you can move your left toes to the right, to the left, right? Find that sweet spot, that point of resistance. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, see if you can deepen into that fold, into that stretch. Inhale, shifting forward, come back into the low lunge. Now from here, we're going to move into a spinal twist. So once again, you can place your right hand on your water bottle, on your block, anything you have to bring the ground to you, or maybe you place it on the mat. Left hand comes to your thigh. Open up here, so opening that left shoulder back and down, reaching the heart towards the sky, reach your fingertips up. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, come back down, grounding both hands. Now you're going to curl your back toes under, coming back into that low lunge. Micro bend in your right knee. Exhale, step it forward, feet are hip distance. from here, interlace the hands behind the low back. So finding this grip, you're pressing your fists away from your head. So you're finding an opening in the neck, in the traps. On your breath in, find your halfway lift. So use the strength of your core. Squeeze all the muscles, right, around the bones. Fire up the glutes, fire up the inner thighs. Now as you exhale, find your chest expansion, top of the head towards the ground, fists go up towards the sky. Opening the chest, opening the shoulders, maybe even gently rock side to side. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, bring your hands back to your low back. And then slowly come up to your chair pose. So creating that lightning bolt shape in the body. Bend in the knees. Sit your butt back and down. Reach your hands up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. All right, take a big breath in. Exhale so you can sink a little bit deeper. Now as you take a breath in, press into your feet. Big stretch up towards the sky. Crack open, find that back bend. Open through the collarbones. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, micro bend in the knees. Fold forward. Once again, grab your support, either your water bottle, whatever you can. Step your left leg back this time. So setting up, same exact thing on this side. Right knee is stacked over the ankle. Charge through your back leg. Squeeze your glutes. When you're ready, drop the back knee down. Now left top of the foot goes down onto the ground. And then you're slowly starting to shift your weight forward and back. So just settling into this first lunge. Notice the opening in the left hip flexor, in the left quad. When you're ready, slowly start to bring yourself up into your back bend. So maybe your hand stays on your block, right? Maybe your right hand comes to your side. Maybe you're ready, squeeze the inner thigh, squeeze the glutes, interlace your fingers on top of the right thigh. So moving back into your back bend. Remember, you have a crunch in the back of your neck here. So slight tuck of the chin, keep reaching through the top of the head, keep sinking pubic bone down towards the ground as you open through the front side of the body. Take a deep breath in, find more space. And as you exhale, sink forward, straightening the leg, half splits. So pulling right toes back towards your face. All right, pull that right hip back in space. So you're neutralizing the sacrum, neutralizing the low back. As you take a breath out, see if you can sink deeper into your fold. Remember, you can move your right foot side to side to feel that sweet spot, that resistance in the back of the right leg. Now from here, take a breath in. Exhale as you deepen the stretch. All right, inhale, slowly come back up. We're moving into that spinal twist. So you're going to ground your left hand, whether it's on your block, your support, the mat. Right hand comes on top of the right thigh and slowly start to roll that right shoulder back and down. So you're moving into your spinal twist. Squeeze your inner thigh, squeeze your glutes. And then when you're ready, reach that right hand up towards the sky, opening in the chest. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, slowly come back down. Curl those left toes under, lifting the left knee, micro bend. Exhale as you step it forward, feet are hip width distance. Releasing top of the head towards the ground. I want you to find the opposite grip this time. So maybe it's your wrist, maybe it's your fingers. As you take a breath in, find that halfway lift. So strong, flat back. Pushing knuckles away from the head. Exhale as you collapse into the fold. Forehead towards the shins, top of the head towards the ground. Maybe you gently rock side to side to create more opening in the shoulders, in the traps. Take a breath in. Exhale, see if you can sink deeper into this forward fold, hinging at the waist. Bring your hands to your low back. Release your grip, and on your inhale, come up back into that chair pose. So knees track over the toes. Fingertips reach up towards the sky. Exhale so you can sit deeper into that chair. Take another breath in here. Exhale, hands come to heart center so you can sink deeper into the heels, finding this strong, powerful pose. Breath in, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, crack open, find that back bend. Squeeze your glutes, open up. Right, inhale, come back up through center. We'll flow one more time. Exhale, fold forward. This time stepping right foot back. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, come up. Find that back bend. Squeeze the glutes. Lift and lengthen. One more breath in. Find space. As you exhale, hinge at the waist. Find your half splits. Left toes back towards the face. Pull that left hip slightly back. Exhale, sink deeper into your feet. One breath in. Grow taller to the top of the head. Exhale as you sink inside. Inhale, shift it forward. Planting right hand on the block, on the ground, whatever you can find for support. The left hand goes high. Right, from here, reach your fingertips towards the front, right, towards the front of your mat or in front of you, and as you exhale, squeeze the elbow back and down so you can find an even deeper twist. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, use that shoulder blade to open the back muscles. Inhale, come back to center, grounding the left hand. Curl those back toes under. Exhale, step it forward, feet are hip width distance. Find that original grip at the low back. Inhale, halfway lift, strong flat back. Pull the fists away from the head. Exhale, collapse into your full with the chest. Take one breath in, find more space. Exhale, bring your hands to your low back. Release your grip. Breath in brings you up, chair pose. All right, sitting back in that chair, squeeze all the muscles around the bones. Sit a little bit deeper, bringing hands to heart center. As you take a breath in, press into your feet, rise up, big stretch. Exhale, down into your fold right away. This time, left leg steps back. Drop the knee down, inhale into your back bend. So finding your depth. Lift and lengthen up and out of the pelvis. Squeeze the glutes, protect the low back. Take one more inhale into this back bend. Exhale, you collapse into your fold forward. Pull right toes back towards the face. Right hip slightly back. Breath in. Exhale as you lengthen and deepen. One more breath in. Exhale, settle. Inhale, slowly start to shift it forward. Moving into that spinal twist. Left hand grounds. Right hand to your thigh. So opening the chest, so to twist towards your right, reach your fingertips up towards the sky, towards the ceiling, and then from here, inhale, reach right fingertips towards the front, and then as you exhale, find that cactus arm, so half a cactus arm, squeeze back, right, deepening the twist. Inhale, reach it forward, micro bend in the left elbow, exhale, squeeze and open. Inhale, right hand high, exhale, back down into the low lunge. Curl your back toes under, micro bend in that back knee. Exhale, step it forward, feet are hip width distance. Now from here, I want you to just collapse deeper into your fold. See if you can find a little bit more space through the back body. And I want you to start to heel toe your feet towards the edge of your mat, right? Or wider than hip width distance if you're not using a mat. Now from here, your toes are pointing towards 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock. This is where you might need your block or water bottle extra support. So notice here's my halfway lift, my flat back, right? Legs are straight, micro bend in the knees. As you exhale, I want you to sink your weight into your heels, drop down into your squat. So using your support, you might even bring your elbows into your inner thighs to help open up the inner thighs. Now as you take a breath in, you're coming back to that halfway lift. So halfway lift, lift and lengthen, squeeze the glutes. Maybe you place your hands on your thighs or that block or the water bottle. Exhale, sink down into your froggy squat. So opening the inner thighs, keep lifting the chest. So you're trying to find space in the spine rather than hunching and collapsing forward. Can you lift and lengthen? Take a breath in here. Exhale so you can sink deeper into those heels. More weight into the heels. Sink into that squat. Inhale, come back up. All right, halfway lift. Squeeze shoulders back and down. Exhale, back into the froggy squat. We're going to be here for just a few breaths. Find a little bit more space with each exhale, grounding down into the heels, pressing elbows into the inner thighs. Inhale, come back up, find that halfway lift, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. Now from here, exhale, slowly plant your hands, heel toe your feet back together. And then I want you to step it out so that you're in a wide straddle fold. All right, so stepping it out, pivoting whichever direction you can easiest watch, right? So, we're in a straddle fold, meaning our toes are slightly in, our heels are slightly out. So reverse from that froggy squat that we were just in. Now from here, I want you to place a generous bend in the knees. Exhale, release deeper into your fold. And on your inhale, we're going to come up, finding our halfway lift. So once again, you could use your water bottle, use your block. Maybe your right fingertips are on the ground. Bring your left hand to your hip. And then I want you to place a generous bend right in the right knee. So generous bend in the right knee to create some space to start to open up, right? Opening up into your twist. Maybe you bring that left hand up towards the sky. Right, big breath in, open. Exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, take one more breath in, reach and rise. Exhale, slowly come down. So now generous bend into that left knee. Right, start to open up. So start by bringing right hand to the hip, and then maybe you reach it up towards the sky. So imagine one long line of energy in the spine. Keep pulling your belly button up and in to protect your low back. So activating your core. Micro bend in both knees, generous bend in the left knee to help open you up, deepen the twist. Take one more breath in, exhale as you slowly come down. Now from here, once you point your toes, right toes out, right towards 2 o'clock, left toes out towards 10 o'clock. So finding that external rotation in your hips. So you shouldn't feel any sort of cranking on the knees. I want you to start to find your side lunge. So you're going to bend the right knee, make sure the knee tracks up the toes. Think of your froggy squat. So if you want, grab that block, grab that support, lift away from the ground. Now if it feels good, you can lift your right heel, start to come down. This will give you more pressure on the knee. Those of you with sensitive knees or hypermobile joints, be really mindful also not to lock out the extended leg. So keep a generous bend, pull your toes back towards your face, start to breathe into that inner thigh. All right, inhale, you're gonna come up, find that halfway lift, right? So lift the belly, squeeze the glutes, exhale, side lunge, other side. So remember, you can stay grounded, right? You can keep your hands on the mat, you can grab your support, less pressure at the knee, make sure the knee tracks over the toes. If you want to deepen, you start to bring your butt down, lift your heel, flex the toes, micro bend in your extended leg. Right? You can also use the leverage of your elbow to help open up the inner thighs. So we're just deepening the stretch into our hips, into our legs to help for those activities outdoors as it's starting to get nice out. So we're going to find this flow. Inhale, center, halfway lift. Exhale, find your side lunge. Lift your chest. All right, inhale back to center. Exhale over to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, this time bring your toes slightly in, heels out, release into the floor. All right, so you can release top of the head towards the ground. Micro bend in those knees. Then on your inhale, slowly come up, halfway lift, bringing hands to your hips, strong core. Slowly lift all the way up. All right, start to bring your feet together, coming back into your Tadasana, into your mountain pose. Take a big breath in, reach and rise. Exhale, crack it open. All right, enjoy your time outdoors. Thanks for tuning in.